Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue tonight, the RWL Rage Women's Tag Team Championships on the line. Jet Williams and Mimi Emerson. Les Femmes Fatale defending the titles against the future endeavors Carmella and Blair Davenport.
And they've been gone long enough that it's almost nice to see them.
All right, Myra. The future endeavored this evening in the form of Blair Davenport and Carmella. Dakota Kai and Gigi Dolan still pretty much out of sight since the Labor Day Slamathon War Games matchup with American Powers, Diona Titanus, and Dynamite Genie Parker.
War Games matches always tend to be very rough on the participants. Well, Dakota and Gigi Dolan will be back soon. What can I say?
Gents, everybody that was in that War Games match caught some hell. And it takes a yard of guts to even want to be part of one. So I'm not going to dump on the future endeavored for anything. Other than the fact that they go out of their way to hurt their opponents. And they're going to bust their asses to win here. But Jet and Mimi aren't just the champions. They have proven that they're also hard to beat champions. You know, maybe if Dakota Kai was in this match instead of Blair Davenport, I'd say they had a better chance. This combination, I don't see them pulling a miraculous upset. And hey, I do love Jet and Mimi. And hey, they're backed by the sexy soul sister of the squared circle. You just can't go wrong with Les Femmes Fatale, y'all.
Oh, Christy, a glowing recommendation. With Dynamite, Genie Parker, and Les Femmes Fatale, champions all, of course, together, the ladies tag trio champions as well. It is going to be a pretty impressive matchup here, with Jet and Mimi defending the Rage ladies tag titles against the future endeavors Blair Davenport and Carmella. Wow, it is, well, this one just kind of goes above and beyond.
I gotta go along with Christy. I don't see Blair Davenport and Carmella pulling off an upset tonight either. Jet and Mimi have just been too hot lately.
There's a lot of ways it could go wrong for Jet and Mimi, sure. But those involve careless, unguarded moments, or careless mistakes. And Les Femmes doesn't have a lot of either one of those. As a team, they got it all over the future endeavors. That's why they're tops in ladies' tags, and that's why both Myron and I think Les Femmes are a safe bet to retain the titles.
This next match, one fall, with a 20-minute time limit, is for the RWL Rage Ladies Tag Team Championships. The challengers from Wellington, New Zealand, Blair Davenport, and from Staten Island, New York, Carmella, together representing the future endeavored. Their opponents accompanied to ringside by Women's World Champion, Dynamite Genie Parker, from Washington, D.C., Jet Williams, and from Raleigh, North Carolina, Goddess Mimi Emerson, the Rage Ladies Tag Team Champions, Les Femmes Fatale.
As Jet and Mimi turn the belts over to Willie Johnson, I'm getting the sense, I think I'm right. I think they're going to retain the titles tonight.
All right, it's going to be Blair Davenport and Jet Williams starting off in this Rage Ladies Tag Team title matchup. Referee Willie Johnson sounds the bell. Here we go. Blair Davenport misses with that swing. Jet Williams gets a grip on her. Whips her to the Femmes Fatale corner. She hangs up Mimi Emerson on the top rope. Catches a back suplex for her pains. Jet Williams immediately going to work on the lower extremities of Blair Davenport with a heel hook stretch. Davenport gathered up by Jet Williams. Jet whips her into the corner. Here comes Mimi Emerson on the tag. Here comes a double team from Les Femmes Fatale. Double drop kicks as Mimi Emerson takes over for her team. Mimi Emerson picking up right where Jet Williams left off, snapping the leg. of Blair Davenport off the middle rope, a leg drop across the throat. Here is a quick cover right away, one, but only a one. But Mimi Emerson wasting no time at all. And here comes Jet Williams again. The unit functioning most efficiently. Jet Williams through the middle rope, absolutely amazing. Turning herself into a human projectile, taking down Blair Davenport on the outside. The referee already counting, urging Jet Williams to get it back in the ring. She comes in over the top rope, leaving Blair Davenport and turning her attention to Carmella. Takes her down with a series of right hands. And Jet Williams restarts the count, comes back out after Blair Davenport rolls her back inside the ring. And here we go, order restored. Blair Davenport with a shot to the midsection on Jet Williams. Jet Williams goes all the way up, but quick mumbo jumbo, a counter. Go behind, a shot to the back of Blair Davenport, whipped into Les Femmes Fatale's corner yet again. Blair Davenport counters, escapes the corner. Gets a hold of Jet Williams' side suplex. And now it's Jet Williams on the canvas and in trouble as Blair Davenport starts to turn things around for her team. A series of stomps to the hands and fingers of Jet Williams as Blair Davenport makes her way out and turns it over to Carmella for the first time in the matchup. Carmella with an absolutely amazing, beautiful move right there. Taking Jet for a ride. Here comes Mimi Emerson on the tag. Mimi taking Carmella for a ride here. A low running drop kick to Carmella takes her down to the canvas. A knee to the head from Mimi Emerson. Again, the Rage Women's Tag Team titles on the line in this matchup. Dynamite Genie Parker watching her proteges very carefully. Here comes Jet Williams on the tag. Here comes another double team. Stereo kicks. Stereo super kicks. And away goes Blair Davenport as Jet Williams takes her out too over the top rope, but misses with a high-risk maneuver as Carmella makes her pay. The referee urging Carmella to get it back in the ring. You can't win a title match on the outside. Jet Williams driven into the ring steps as Carmella turns her attention to Mimi Emerson, takes her out with a shoulder tackle. Blair Davenport moves in on Jet Williams. Likewise Carmella. Carmella rounded up by Jet Williams. Jet rolls Carmella into the ring. Blair Davenport still the legal woman in the matchup. No, Carmella is the legal woman in the matchup. My mistake, ladies and gentlemen. Blair Davenport rolls her back inside the ring. Carmella goes after Mimi Emerson yet again. Swing and a miss from Carmella. Jet Williams rounded up. Whip to the ropes. Hip toss from Carmella. Carmella steps out. Here comes Blair Davenport. Davenport locks up Jet Williams. Jet whip to the ropes. And open over into a back body drop from Blair Davenport. A kick to the back of Jet Williams. And Blair Davenport doing a little bit of showing off here for the fans in Allentown. Locks up Jet Williams. Jet Williams quick with the counter. Whips her into the corner. Down into the corner in a seated position. She goes. Jet Williams rebounds off the ropes. There's a face wash. And Blair Davenport is gone. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. That was going to do it. Les Femmes Fatale retaining the title.
Here's the time, 4 minutes and 58 seconds. Your winners and still, the Rage Ladies Tag Champions, Les Femmes Fatale.
Jet Williams and Mimi Emerson almost making it look easy, retaining the Rage Ladies Tag Team Championships over the Future Endeavor. And I mean, that is a pretty quick matchup, a pretty quick title defense. Ladies and gentlemen, as you see it here on the replay, Jet Williams, he rebounded off the ropes, and that face wash put the lights out for Blair Davenport, and that led to the 3-count pinfall. Ladies and gentlemen, more Rage action when we come back. Stay with us.